the east late tonight. And then the heaviest rain for Columbia is right around 1 in the morning to about 10 in the morning for your Thursday. So the winds are going to gust up to about 45 miles per hour, and it's possible basically in the eastern Midlands tonight around Lee County, Clarendon County, Sumter County, and also eastern sections of Orangeburg County could see those gusts up there to around 45 miles per hour. So it's a first alert weather day for tonight, flooding potential, and then Thursday rain and flooding, 45 mile per hour gusts. That's the possibility as this thing makes its way through our region. So here's Edisto Beach right now. You can see just a little bit of wind out there. We don't have a flag up there, and I think it's right now kind of frozen, but still cloudy conditions there, and the sensor's not actually working. Currently, the system is just down to our south of Charleston, and it's starting to bring in this moisture back into our region. Last night we had it entrain some drier air, and that has been quelled. It's like, okay, I've sat over the ocean long enough. I'm able to strengthen back up. We're thinking it'll get up to about 65 miles per hour, as Vaughn was just mentioning. That's the possibility as it makes its way back inland. So here's that track once again, moving north-northeast at 3 miles per hour and around 995 for the pressure, and we put the clouds on here because this is the impact. It goes all the way into North Carolina. So even though the track is on here, know that this thing is just much larger. This is just where the center will kind of cross over from Charleston all the way up towards the southern reaches of Myrtle Beach around Surfside and Myrtle's Inlet at 65 miles per hour. That happens right around 2 in the morning, and by 2 in the afternoon it's still right around 45. So that is an improvement than what we saw earlier, but it's right around 50 miles per hour, so it's just 5 mile per hour difference from the last update at 2 o'clock. And by 2 in the morning, 35 miles per hour, and then it weakens and pushes to the north into your Friday. So I was showing you this earlier. The ocean is still very warm right here. Sometimes when we have a system that's over the ocean for long enough, the rain and the wind kind of help cool off the ocean, which helps quell the storm altogether, but it's not the case here. We still have very warm waters that's going to allow this storm to strengthen as it makes its way inland. So that brings in tropical storm winds later tonight. So here it is around 11 o'clock around Horry County, also Georgetown and Charleston. Mainly areas around Myrtle Beach. You can see the onshore wind. So if there's going to be any storm surge, and we're thinking around 2 to 4 feet, with this, it'll be in those counties there because that's where the wind is kind of bringing it all in. So as we head towards around 11 in the morning, that's when we're starting to see around areas of Clarendon County, eastern Sumter County, and also Lee County with the best chance of getting those tropical storm force winds. Even here in Columbia, it's a low risk, about 5% chance of getting 39 mile per hour winds or higher, and 10% chance just to the east and south of town, including Orangeburg and also just south of Camden, Sumter, and also St. Matthews in on that too. Now, as we head towards Thursday evening, the system moves up to the north. So our chances of rain will be going up late tonight. Around 11 o'clock, 70% chance. At 1 in the morning, 90%, and we're staying at 90% at 3 in the morning. So our future cast, you can see that heavy rain around 7 tonight, continuing to the west at 10. Heavy downpours, gusts up to 47 miles per hour, 32 in Bishopville. So this is 10. We're still dry here in Columbia, but it's just to our west. Now it starts to make its way to the east a little bit, but it's going to take its sweet time. This line is just going to likely sit. That's what it did when it first got here, right? It just sat to our south forever, then finally overtook Columbia, and that's what's going to happen again because these things it's moving very slowly, and that's why we're so nervous for flooding, because it is moving very slowly. 33 mile per hour gusts in Manning, 33 around Bishopville. You can see it's really starting to fill in, starting to reach Columbia at 3 in the morning. And at 6 in the morning, some of these heavy downpours around Bishopville, Sumter, and also Orangeburg. And you can kind of see that counterclockwise spin right over our region. So the center of it starting to move into around Bishopville and over towards Chesterfield. Here it is at 1 in the afternoon. Things are getting a little more quiet, but still breezy, gusts up to 25. And then by 5 o'clock, we're looking pretty good. And as we head towards 10, we've got spotty showers in the region there. So Futurecast is also showing clearer skies by Friday morning into Friday afternoon. So Friday's actually looking good. I wanted to give you some good news at least. For tornadoes, it's a low risk. Strong winds, elevated, as you just saw. River flooding, Vaughn was covering that with all of our advisories and warnings for around our rivers and streams, and then just flash flooding in general. That's our biggest threat with this system. And